I recently popped into the Dollar Tree and found so many new things, so today we are turning them into easy, budget-friendly Dollar Tree DIYs you'll actually want to make. Some really great things that they're putting out that you have to keep an eye out for. Please leave me a big thumbs up and let's jump on into it. Alright, so I feel like this is going to be the most popular item at Dollar Tree out right now. These are going to go so fast. They have these oblong little trays as well as these larger circle ones. They have this paint chip effect on them. They come in gray as well as a warm ivory color, and I want to share with you how to style this. So this is so pretty, going to be perfect for springtime. I paired it with just a fake plant as well as a little plant mister, and how cute is this setting on a shelf? It really just makes everything look nice and put together rather than just setting the plant there itself. These are so nice though. A great material like concrete would be great for a soap caddy right on the edge of your sink. Another popular item is going to be these wooden trays with the bead detail around the edges. These are gorgeous. You can tell that I'm almost too late. They're at the bottom of the box, but you can arrange these to make a gorgeous centerpiece. I picked up 3 of these and pairing them with these largest hurricane vases or candle holders, and they fit perfectly inside. So let's create a gorgeous table setting. Another really fun way to use these is to turn them into some type of hanger. You could add a photo in the middle of this. I found some really fun artwork that I wanted to add in here, but first of all, I needed it to be able to hang up, and I just didn't want to add a hanger to the back, so I'm actually taking some of my thinnest nautical rope, and I'm going to be gluing that all the way around, creating the loop at the top, and this will look so cute hanging from like a set of hooks, and then you can decorate this with whatever you like. But I love putting together this kind of project because it's easy to do and adds a ton of color or just personal touches to your home. Now, you don't have to purchase one of Dollar Tree's artwork pieces. You could just print something that you find online, but how cute is this little family blessed home? And it looks like the little floral pieces are perfectly kind of circled and snug tight around the wording. Since I knew that this hurricane lantern fit in there perfectly, it was a perfect size since the previous project I put these together, I decided to use that as my little template or pattern to go ahead and place that over the wording. And then I used my X-Acto knife to cut it down to size, glue this in place, and how cute is this? Like I mentioned, would also be really cute displayed with a photo. Not every project in this video is a tray, I promise, but they were just too good not to share. Alongside this candle holder that I thought was so pretty, and I'm so excited to use this in the next video that I'm putting out. I love these candle holders. I picked up this gray one as well as 2 of the oblong beaded trays. Stacking this up, and this makes the perfect little bathroom caddy. I can display so many things on there, perfume bottles as well as jewelry. My girls would love one of these, but this is so easy to put together. The new little candle holder makes it more decorative rather than using the same glass ones we always use, but displaying this in the bathroom is perfect. It matches my decor and holds so many things. I always am traveling to find the best items at different Dollar Trees, and I love how they house all the brand new things on this end cap at one of my favorite stores. I found these little arch decor pieces. They're just wooden pieces with like a 3D laser cut flower on them, and I am pairing it with these arch shaped photo frames. So I have the Canon Selfie 2. It is an incredible little printer that prints out photos, and I love that I can do it right at home. So I go ahead and print out a couple of older pictures of one of my daughters, and this I actually turned into black and white so it would look more like a monochromatic design. Everything's going to be black and white in this, but I wanted this to actually be one piece instead of setting the 3 pieces close to each other. So after I fill my frames, I'm flipping them over and then adding a piece of rope, 2 pieces of rope to the back of this to attach them together, and then it's kind of going to be like a hinged frame. So at first I was going to use little pieces of rope, but then I decided I could use longer ones and it would just be one piece. I did use the little tower blocks to space these out evenly. That's my favorite little hack whenever you are putting something together like this, because you don't want there to be more space on one side than the other. Such a perfect way to pair style and design alongside your family's favorite memories. Another item that I think is going to go super fast are these small crates at Dollar Tree. I'm calling them small, but they're a great size. This one was $6, very well made, solid piece. I had to use this for some of my new favorite things in the kitchen. I have definitely been obsessed with collecting the old style gooseberry patch books, so I thought this would be a cute way to display them. First off, I wanted to stain this, and I hate using stain in my craft room, just really smelly and hard to use indoors, I feel like, without having to wear a mask or ventilating the area. So one of my favorite hacks to kind of avoid that is to kind of paint stain it. I like to thin down just some of my favorite color paints, and you can still see some of the wood grain through this. You could even add more water to it, but it does get hard to work with if it's too runny. But go ahead and just paint on a couple of coats of this. I just mix some of my neutral beige, tan, browns that I love, and then after this dried, I distressed it a tiny bit, popped in some of my favorite little cookbooks, and I think this is a great way to house them in one area and display them really cute. Okay, so we all know that snackle boxes are absolutely everywhere. Some of them are cheaper and some of them are nicer, and I'm proud to say that Dollar Tree is actually putting out a really nice one. It has like the silicone lid that seals pretty nicely. I've never tested it with anything too much or it turning upside down, but you can actually use this for things other than just food or snacks, because let's be real, I don't feel like I always have to put 10 different snacks in one container for my kid to eat, and if it is on the go, I understand, but it's still like a big deal, and Ziploc bags work just as great. So I love to grab these as little organizers for my craft space or office space. I used to make these with some of the tiny little clear organizers from Dollar Tree, so getting this larger one that can hold more and bigger pieces is great. So I hit up my Cricut Joy and cut out this little crafting in progress. I thought it was super cute. If I didn't mention, these were $6 at the Dollar Tree, but a really great price to get organized, add in anything that you want. I put some of my favorite craft supplies that I use often in here, so it will be super easy to access them and keep them all in one place. These mini little baskets are not going anywhere. Dollar Tree keeps putting them out, and they got a new little style this time. So I wanted to actually put these back to back or bottom to bottom so that I could glue these together and create a little mini plant stand. So I used hot glue. Make sure you don't get it too close to the edges, because it did kind of want to seep out the front, which gives it a really cheap look if your hot glue comes spilling out. So I decided to go ahead and wipe that away. I did use my heat gun to get off any of the excess, and then just filled it up with some of these mini little black rocks, filled it in with some succulents that I had on hand. But this is so cute. I know it seems super simple, but setting this just on my little table or shelf, it looks so cute and put together. I added some of this little greenery to give it some height in the back, but I feel like it makes the cutest little planter. Okay, another fun way to use these baskets is to actually pour a candle right inside. So I know you're worried about the gaps and holes in here. So I was too. So I added in some clear glue, painted that around the edges and let it dry. And to be honest, none of the clear glue seeped through the edges. So I feel like you would be okay if you just wanted to go ahead and risk it and pour the melted candle wax right inside. If you do decide to add the clear glue, let it completely dry before melting down and pouring in your melted candle wax. I'm just using Dollar Tree candles, making sure I save a wick to put in the middle. But these are really fun. It's adding those natural tones with the woven basket, but making this like a decorative thing. I'm not Or do I recommend burning this? I'm not going to be burning this. This is decor purposes only. I wouldn't want to risk this getting too hot or catching on fire, but I think it is super cute just displaying it. You also could put in some little dried flowers right on the top. And if you do enjoy melting down your own candles, definitely look for this bowl at Walmart. I added it to my recent pickup order and I feel like it was a great price, but it is such a gorgeous scalloped bowl. I know that these dough bowls can be really overpriced and very expensive, so whenever I see them at cheaper stores, I like to go ahead and grab them. I melted down the same white candle, poured it into the bowl, let this set up, and then a hack is, instead of trying to fight with 4 different wicks if you're making a multi-wick candle, especially one that you're not going to be burning a ton and you're just making it for decor purposes or display purposes, you can use the little tea light candles and this will still burn. It just may not burn as evenly, but go ahead, pop them out of their metal container, put them on top of the dried wax, and then just pour wax up over the candles and they're just going to blend in. The wicks will still be poking up and you'll never be able to tell that you use these to hold them in place. I did use a popsicle stick to kind of push some of the wax over the edges of the tea lights because I didn't have any more wax on hand, but I feel like this is so beautiful. I love the hand scraped look of this bowl and just turned out really cute. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. We have been really cold and getting tons of ice and snow here, so I know I've slowed down a little bit with filming, but making sure that we don't lose power and taking care of my kiddos out of school. But we are having so much fun just hunkering down and enjoying these fun snow days. Let me know what the weather looks like where you live and what video you want to see next. Please leave me a big thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.